The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right to the 43, second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young will set to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word. yards early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Young. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Ready?
4th down, Young. And a loose football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Purdy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And it is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. 21-0 our score after 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Young. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Ready.
Now here's Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Panthers nothing.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they
the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's